So, I have made it to the pond I'm going to be fishing today with my buddy. He is back there getting his kayak ready. And I'm not gonna lie, it feels good to be fishing for fun. Because I joined a second tournament league this year, a lot of my free time has actually been the tournaments and the practices for the tournaments, but today I found some free time just to fish for fun. As you guys can tell, I already have my kayak set up. I just need to get out on the water and get to stepping.
Branches.
But this is the first time that I've been here this year, and typically I do kind of catch them on a frog, but I brought 6 rods with me today to try to figure them out. I brought a spinnerbait, I brought a 3/8 ounce jig, got the trusty wacky worm, and then I have an 1.25 ounce jig, a whopper plopper, and then something that I just am gonna throw for fun today is this glide bait from Arashi Storm, I think it is. I think it's like an Arashi Storm Glide, something like that. And this is the Wageen Hasu color, I believe. It's my favorite color that this swim bait comes in. Immediately right off the bat, I'm seeing a bunch of fry up in these lily pads, and that's probably why I'm seeing a bunch of fish activity in these lily pads. Is probably the perfect cover. What actually I think I'm gonna do is just work the shoreline here. I think I'm gonna start with a whopper plopper. I'm kind of gonna work this edge here. If I don't get bit rather quickly though, then I'm really gonna actually start going into those weeds off to my right.
Yeah, it's basically.
You know what? I'm gonna go grab one more rod. Needed to grab my heavy braid rod. Let's just switch up from the whopper plopper for right now. And we're gonna throw this swim bait up in these pads here. Now this, I believe, is a 4.8 inch Kayak and bluegill flash. All right, let's switch back over to the whopper plopper. This is a 110, and I believe the color is called powder. right, let's switch back to the whopper plopper. My buddy is throwing a frog in these lily pads off to my right. So I think I'm gonna try to target kind of this outside edge with this whopper plopper. Sorry if you couldn't hear me right there. What?
You know where I go tomorrow if it's gonna be nice out?
Where?
Kinsdale.
Oh.
I'm not driving all the way. Just saw that shit.
Oh, I think it's a crappie. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be taking any of these home to eat them, but first fish today on the whopper plopper. I'm not going to lie, when that fish hit, I thought it was going to be at least like a 2-pound largemouth. I went into panic mode for a little bit. Jeez. No! These fish just swim right at me. That was either a small bass or a big crappie as well. I couldn't really tell, to be honest. Number 2. All right.
Why not?
I'm gonna be throwing this glide bait for a little bit. I brought it, might as well use it. Now, full disclosure, I've used this exact swim bait 4 times before this, and I have yet to catch a bite on it. Did I just say I have yet to catch a bite on it? I have yet to get a bite on it. I cast it out, slowly retrieve it back to me. I'm going to be throwing it on my dedicated swim bait rod. This is a Shimano Tranx 300. So I've been fishing now for a little over an hour, and just those 2 small fish to show for it so far. But this pond in particular can be pretty stingy. I actually have caught a 7-pounder in here before, so there are nice ones to be caught. It's just typically I don't really get on nice ones here, but I just have to get better and kind of figure out what they might be using.
Yeah, that's...
Let's switch back to this one bait here. Alright, well, so even if that swim bait is what was going to be working, I don't have any more of those. I do have some smaller Kayaks, but I don't think those Kayaks are going to really work that well with my 65-pound braid and heavy rod. So I'm going to be switching over to the 7-inch fluke from Zoom. switch up sides. Let's get 2 baits out at once. Let's throw this jig around too. Big old pick. Hey, let go of my fluke. Let go of my fluke. He's not even hooked. There we go. Good size pick. Honestly, I'm still not totally sold on this fluke. Sure, I just got bit, but pickerel kind of like to bite everything. Ow! Not a bad bass, maybe about 13 and a half inches right there. And that is something that I might be able to pattern, is just getting right up close to these logs here. Because it's so weedy here, I can't bring it back to me. Unless I drop this jig right on the fish's head, I basically just have to recast, but I'm all right with that, as long as I'm catching fish. We've been fishing now for about 2.5 hours, and I have a few fish to show for it. Unfortunately, just that one bass so far, but basically we've only gone halfway around this pond. We still have like the other half to go.
I saw the boil right next to it.
Pickle.
Pickerel?
Yeah. Pickerel. Alright, I'm really not feeling this fluke at all. I know I did catch a pickerel on it. Well, I don't have any swim baits that I like, but let's just kind of rig up a weightless tube, just kind of for the heck of it. Okay. The tube and pads. Who would have thought? But to be fair, that fish did kind of reveal himself like 2 minutes ago. I saw him splashing around back here. Okay. I know, but we'll make this quick. Little bass. So, who would have thought the weightless tube rigged weedless in pads? Okay. How about that? There's another little pounder guy right there on this weightless tube. But this tube is from Reaction Strike. It's 4 inches. It has some googly eyes. I don't think the fish really care about that though, to be honest with you. Little pick. That is fish number 4 on this tube. That's a nice largie. There we go. Honestly, I should have called my shot right there. Biggest bass today. I would say that's 15, 16 right there. 1.5 pounds, 1 3/4. I was gonna say, there's no way, if you guys see in front of me here, that there wasn't gonna be a bass. Finally got another bite pretty quickly, actually. Only 5 minutes to switch into this other side, but little pick. That is it for this evening, and overall had a decent day, I guess. Caught a lot of numbers, but it really wasn't until I switched to the weightless tube and really fished that really shallow and then all the pads that I ended up getting bit. I have like that 115, 16 incher, which was a pretty nice bass. But I am just really surprised that this tube here in lily pads was the ticket today to me catching most of my fish. Tube is from Reaction Strike. I believe I got this as a gift for Christmas one year. It is 4 inches. And it's basically in a kind of a light June bug color.